Okay, so these little guys are our project for Try It Tuesday for December 14th. They're little Art Deco style tree earrings for the holidays. So what we're going to need is a pair of copper ear wires. You're going to need a couple of head pins. These are copper as well. Then we've got some little brass bead caps for our actual tree. We've got two little 4mm bicone beads. They're crystal. And then two little bugle beads. That's going to be our tree stump. So to make the earring, you're going to start with a head pin and put your bugle bead on there. You're going to grab one of your bead caps, and it'll come down nicely over the bugle bead, and then do your little bicone. And there's the order that you assemble your tree. Then we're going to make a wrapped loop at the top. That's what this little guy is. And this is always a good little jewelry making technique to have under your belt. I usually start my wrapped loops with my chain nose pliers, my flat ones. And you're going to hold right above your bead and try to take up as little space as possible. This is just the amount that's going to have the wrap on it. So I use the very tip of my pliers and do it right above the bead. Then I'm going to use my thumb to bend it over at 90 degrees. So it should look kind of like that, and you'll have just a little bit of space right here. Now you're going to grab your round nose pliers and we're going to make a loop. So you're going to put them vertically in the little bend we've made, kind of like that. And how far in on the pliers you come is going to determine how big your loop is. We don't need a very big loop, so I'm going to leave it about where it is. I'm going to just use my finger to bring it up over the top, the piece of wire over the top. And when I get it to about right here, I'm going to want to open my pliers and rotate them out of the way so that I can continue under and get a nice full loop like that. So now, since I can open the ear wire that I'm going to put it on, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this closed. And I usually go back to my chain nose for this. You're going to hold the flat of the loop with your chain nose pliers. I'm right-handed, so I usually hold with my right and wrap with my left, because you're doing the majority of the gripping with your dominant hand. And then you're going to just use your fingers, since it's a longer head pin, to wrap the wire a couple times around the top of the bead. And you're going to keep going till you hit bead, and then we're going to take some cutters and trim it close. And you'll always have just a little bit sticking up that you'll have to work down. And just be mindful of your crystal, because they can be easy to chip. But there's a completed dangle. And to finish the earring, you're just going to take your ear wires and your chain nose pliers and grab the inside half of the little loop, and you just want to kick it sideways just enough that we can get our little dangle in there. So see, that's not quite enough. You never want to open these plated loops any more than you have to. And after you get it on there, you're just going to push it back. And you'll have a completed earring.